back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about The Watcher from Netflix and what Netflix lied about. So I know this is a series made for Netflix and it's loosely based on a true story. And I know they dramatize things and add stuff in there and stuff like that, but I thought it'd just be interesting to know the real facts versus the fake facts and what Netflix lied about. So if you want to know those, just keep watching. So just to let you guys know, this is going to have spoiler alerts. So if you haven't seen the show, make sure you watch that first and then come over here to watch this video. So to sum this show up quickly, this is a series about a family that moves into a brand new house and they start to receive scary letters from someone who appears to be watching them. They get these letters for a while and it is from someone who claims to be watching this house for decades. They try to figure out who was writing the letters, but they end up never finding out who. Here are some of the facts that Netflix lied about, changed, or completely left out of the series. So fact number one is the real life owners never lived at 657 Boulevard. Isn't that crazy? It's just like the Dahmer show. Like the neighbor really never lived next door. The Broadduses really never lived in the house. It's crazy. In real life, Maria and Derek Broaddus owned the home for 5 years, but they never moved in it. They started renovations, they put in a new alarm system, and they were working on this for a few months, and then they received a letter. They saw the letter and then they decided to not move in the house, and they decided to live in their old home until they could sell the new house, the Watcher house. Since the Broadduses weren't living in the house, they decided to rent out the house, and they actually found a renter to rent the house, and they disclosed everything about the letters. And the renters only said that they wanted cameras installed and they wanted a clause in their contract saying if they did receive a letter, they had the right to move out immediately. Fact number two is that the names were changed throughout the series. Now I know this is the regular thing that TV shows do, but the Broadduses actually requested that the names be changed, and they also wanted the characters to look nothing like them. They wanted no resemblance at all. Also, the series shows that the Broadduses had 2 kids, but in reality, they had 3. Derek Broaddus, who was named Dean in the series, was a lawyer in Manhattan, but he was actually a vice president at an insurance company, but it was also in Manhattan. The characters Pearl and Jasper, their names were changed. They were based on the Langford family, and the Broadduses believed that they were the ones writing the letters at one point, but they were found not to have written the letters by the prosecutors. Their other neighbors, Mitch and Mo, had their names changed as well. Fact number 3 is that Theodora Birch and Karen, they were both fictional characters. Yes, I know, isn't that crazy? They were both fictional characters, and the Broadduses did hire private investigators, but they were nothing like Theodora, and they didn't have a realtor like Karen. They were just in there to, you know, fluff up the series, I guess. Fact number 4 is that John Graff never lived at the Watcher house. This character was loosely based off the real-life serial killer John List. John List had killed his mother, his wife, and his 3 children in Westfield in 1971. After the killings, he went on the run for 18 years. He had absolutely no connection to the Watcher house. Fact number 5 is that the underground tunnels were fake. There were no underground tunnels that were connected to the Watcher house, and also there was no evidence that there was ever a dumbwaiter inside the house. Fact number 6 is that no one drank the blood of children. We see in the series that Caleb tells his father that he walked in on Mitch and Mo and other adults in red robes drinking blood from a baby, as in like some type of ritual sacrifice thing. This actually never happened in real life. The Broadduses said that they never witnessed this, and the past residents said that they never witnessed this either. It is believed that the writers from the series took some inspiration from the real letters that the Watcher was sending, where he would call the Broadduses' children young blood. Fact number 7 is that the previous owners only received 1 letter from the Watcher. In the series, it shows that the previous owners received multiple letters as well, but they only received 1 letter. In the series, the past resident Andrew told Dean that he was receiving violent letters that was telling him to kill his wife and his child, but actually, that's not true. The previous owners had lived there for 20 years. Their name was the Woods, and they had actually only received 1 letter a few days before moving out. Fact number 8 is that the house in the series is actually located in Rye, New York, not Westfield, New Jersey. The real house is located at 657 Boulevard in Westfield, New Jersey. In this series, they show a much bigger house, a more expensive house, and this house is located in Rye, New York. The Broadduses bought the Watcher house for $1.3 million in 2014, and they ended up selling it for $900,000 in 2019. They had a $400,000 loss. There were a bunch of networks that were trying to buy the rights to the Broadduses story about the Watcher house, and Netflix actually won, and the Broadduses told Netflix that they could have the right to the story as long as they have the stipulations that I mentioned before. And actually, the payment that the Broadduses got from the Netflix deal did not cover the cost for the loss of the house that they sold in 2019, the Watcher house. To end this video off, it is true that the case remains unsolved and the Watcher has never been caught. So that is it. Those are all the facts I have for The Watcher. I really enjoyed the series. It was really good. Let me know if you enjoyed the series, if there's any other facts that you know that weren't true, and just leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.